Although there are more than 600 different types of venomous snakes in the globe, we've compiled a list of the 10 worst ones so you know what to watch out for. Snakes must seek for food because they are carnivorous reptiles. The classification of these creatures depends on how they catch their food. In this situation, if they inject their meal with venom to render it unconscious, they are referred to as poisonous snakes. Venomous snake bites claim the lives of more than 30,000 people worldwide each year. Here on this list are some of the most deadly slithering snakes. 1. Snake Taipan. A man's life could be taken by an Australian snake species known as a taipan in as little as 45 minutes. This is the reason why this snake is regarded as the deadliest on land. The inland taipan, Oxyuranus microlapidotus, though there are other varieties of taipan snakes, is the most lethal. It has a gray tinge on the upper and side scales and is yellow-brown in color, with milder shades like olive green. It has a rounded nose and a short, black head. This snake's venom is 50 times more deadly than a cobra's, and its saliva is so toxic that it could kill more than 100 people with only one bite. Following a bite, the victim exhibits normal symptoms, vomiting, headache, fever, diarrhea, and dizziness, until they develop neurotoxic symptoms and renal failure, which in 80% of cases results in death. Rodents and birds make up the majority of the taipan's diet as it dwells in arid areas of central Australia. 2. Black mamba snakes. The black mamba, Dendroaspis polylepis, the deadliest snake on the African continent, can grow to a length of more than 4 meters and is one of the quickest snakes on the planet, with top speeds of 20 kilometers per hour. Tanzania, Congo, Zambia, Somalia, South Sudan, Uganda, Mozambique, and Kenya are the serpent's native habitats. Although this slithering reptile has a light gray or yellowish color, it is known as the black mamba because of the color of the inside of its mouth. Like most serpents, it prefers to remain hidden and unnoticed, but unlike some species, it becomes considerably more impetuous and violent when it feels threatened. Another distinguishing feature of black mambas is their prodigious head raise in times of threat. Despite not having the most lethal venom, this snake is among the most hazardous due to its aggressiveness, quick movement, and agility. 3. Belcher sea snakes. The list of the world's most venomous snakes used to include 2 or 3 maritime species, but the inland taipan now holds the top spot. The most venomous sea snake on our list is the Belcher sea snake. This serpent is well known for its combination of symmetrical gray or yellowish and black bands. It is found in the area between the Indian Ocean and the seas of Australia and Thailand. It can grow to a length of more than 2 meters, and while being extremely toxic, it isn't thought to be among the most dangerous snakes because it rarely comes into contact with people. 4. King cobra. Since it may grow to a length of more than 5 meters, the king cobra is the longest snake on our list of the most venomous snakes. It typically preys on other serpents and is found in Southeast Asian countries including Thailand, the Philippines, and India. Its scientific name, Ophiophagus hanna, which means snake eater, derives from this. It is a very long reptile that is also very nimble due to its numerous vertebrae. When threatened, the cobra raises its torso and spreads its hood around its head, giving it the distinctive cobra appearance. It typically has a brownish, green, or yellowish hue, with fangs that may grow up to 2 centimeters long and wide. This snake injects its venom into prey, attacking the central nervous system and triggering a neurotoxic collapse. The victim eventually succumbs to acute respiratory failure after experiencing nausea, vomiting, and blurred vision. Even though its venom isn't the most lethal, it injects a large amount in just one bite. 5. Russell's viper. A poisonous snake that lives in southern Asia and India is called a Russell's viper, or Daboia russellii. This reptile is deadly because, in addition to having very lethal venom, it frequently resides close to people in pursuit of rodents and tiny reptiles. Patrick Russell, a scientist who found numerous amphibian and reptile species in India, is responsible for giving this serpent its name. The Indian word for this serpent, Daboia, denotes something that is concealed and potentially dangerous. The viper that kills the most people each year is this particular one. It is easily identified by its muscular body with splotches on its back, broad elevated snout, flat triangular head, and these characteristics. Its venom is extremely poisonous, resulting in severe tissue cell death. 6. Banded Krait. Its scary appearance includes 2 meters of black and yellow bands, a spine with markings, and an elongated, narrow head with 2 marks that resemble yellow arrows. However, its fast-acting venom causes death by asphyxiation, making its bite considerably worse. The banded Krait, or Bungarus fasciatus, is found in Southeast Asia, India, and Pakistan. Its bite is 16 times more lethal than a cobra's. Toxins in its venom block the activity of neurotransmitters, resulting in organ failure over time. The common Krait, which belongs to the same family and has a bite that is just as lethal. 7. Gaboon snake, Bitis gabonica, the heaviest viper species with fangs longer than 5 cm, is found in sub-Saharan Africa. Its form is scary. It has a strong body with light and dark patches that range in color from brown to ochre, a fairly wide and flat head, and a narrow neck. This look enables it to make surprise assaults on its prey while hiding well among the dry leaves in desert places. It is a relentless predator and a very dangerous one at that. Because of this and its swift attack, it eats rats and other small mammals, but if it feels threatened, it will attack people. It pounces and releases a significant amount of venom which causes multiple organ failure leading to death. 8. Sidewinder. One of the most poisonous snakes in the family of rattlesnakes is the Sidewinder, often known as the horned rattlesnake, Crotalus cerastes. The Sidewinder can be found in the deserts of Baja California, Arizona, Nevada, and Mexico. Its ability to leave hiding places like plants and sand basins quickly gives it an edge over other predators who are relentless in their pursuit of prey. It was given the nickname horned rattlesnake because of the scaly protrusions above its eyes. It is a little, light sandy brown tint, and it isn't very huge. This snake's unique movement, perfectly slithering in a wave-like manner that enables it to move fast on slick surfaces like sand, is what really sets it apart. As you might have guessed from its name, its venom carries strong poisons that paralyze the human body and then leads to death by asphyxia. 9. Fer de Lance snake. The Fer de Lance snake, which is the deadliest on the American continent, is present in southern Mexico but is also found in nations like Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, Colombia, Ecuador, and Venezuela. Bothrops asper's Fer de Lance is a nocturnal animal that typically inhabits moist woodlands. The key distinguishing feature of this species is that females, which are greenish or brown in color and have a yellow tail, can get to be twice as big as males. They have an advantage over other predators because they have a heat-sensing pit between their eyes and snout that helps them find prey that emits infrared radiation. They typically live close to human populations, despite the fact that they consume rats and tiny reptiles. Last but not least, 10. Philippine Cobra. The bite of this little snake is lethal despite its smaller size, making it the most poisonous of the group. It is regarded as the most venomous of the Naja species of cobras because the neurotoxic properties of its saliva can result in human mortality within an hour. One of the species referred to as spitting cobras is the Naja philippinensis because it can shoot poison up to 3 meters away. By rendering their prey vulnerable and blind, they can then more easily attack with their fangs. This snake is solely found in the Philippines, as its name suggests. It has a typical cobra appearance, including a folding hood that extends when it feels threatened. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for more content, and feel free to leave a comment.